Buddy, thank you for being here. Game 3 on the horizon. It is Fisher versus CU Black. CU Black, they were the upset kings in the first round. They 2-0'd UT Dallas, but the Cinderella story might be coming to an end here. The clock looks like it's about to strike midnight, unless something, glass slipper, carriage, pumpkin. I don't know. I haven't seen the movie in a while.
I think that's
Axeman.
Snow White. Could be.
Maybe. I don't know. Axeman, what do we want to see here from CU Black? I mean, because it feels like, again, Fisher. I've said this a bunch, but like, just they feel like a bit of, if nothing else, I think they're going to serve as the benchmark team this CLOL, right? Again, just because they have so much experience, it's like, no, you must be this tall to get top 4. And as someone who is 5'8", I cannot. I have a tough time seeing over how you got to get over Fisher.
Yeah, no, I can see exactly how you get over Fisher. I think it's just be together longer as a team, right? It's just like you said, it's a benchmark. These players are this good. If you're not as good as them, you're going to have a tough time getting by. The synergy may get a few rosters past that point, but for CU Black, it looks like potentially the run ends here. I know for the Believers so far, PVS on our broadcast team, it was the 3-1 for CU Black, and that's just not happening at this point. So they're going to have to reverse sweep them through the full back-to-back-to-back victories. Yeah, sorry, PVS, that's how it goes. Back-to-back-to-back victories to get it back over Fisher, and I just don't see it here for Y4. Looking forward into the tournament, you're going to have to be a heavy hitter to contend with this Fisher roster.
Yeah. No, absolutely, and I think their next game they play against Maryville. Yeah, if I'm remembering the bracket correctly, so should be again another heavyweight knockdown drag out fight, and we're looking forward to the top 8 cast next time around. But for now, Axe, whenever we do get the draft on our screen, I think for me, I don't know if I'd go with something quite as aggressive as the Draven, right? But I'm okay with something like a Callista, right? Something that can play make a little bit in the early game, be your bridge to Saligo in that mid game, because I do think that the theory was sound for CU Black, but the execution did not go well. And again, I want to give more credit to turn over to the Fisher side of things, Keel and Poom, and how they set up DMK, and Keel especially. The guy's ubiquitous. He is inevitable. He's Thanos on this Skarner. Like, everyone is just terrified of this champion right now. And I didn't even need to hear any of the other arguments against that. I just needed to watch this game. I needed to watch Keel play Skarner once in CLOL, and now I'm banning it every game in a solo queue.
100%. Yeah. I mean, I think for CU Black, the answer is lots of things, right? I mean, lots of things you could try here at this stage. Potentially some of them will work. But for me, I'm looking at Fisher. Hey, man, where do we go from here? Is it just onwards and upwards? Do we try some things maybe a little bit with this opportunity with the stage game? It could be a different draft for them here. Is Ash going to get through? Does Poom finally get onto a carry? That could be potentially very interesting through the back half of this game. Yeah, have some fun, switch it up. I know we've done lane swap the last 2 games so far. It hasn't worked for CU Black in terms of getting them a victory. So maybe we just go back to something a little bit more standard for the top laners. Could be something like the Zac if we do go for lane swaps again. Could be some different things that we've seen. I know Rumble's been banned. Maybe we get to see that in this game. Could be fun.
Yeah, I think
there we go.
The bans will probably stay the same, at least on the CU Boulder side, right? I mean, I think they just really don't want to let Jenkins onto anything. But again, even if he had a rough early game on the Chameleon, and it was rough by his standards, rough as in like he was one of the 3 lanes that didn't get just Astro ahead, and then still managed to make it back, play the side lanes intelligently. He never got caught out. That was the other thing that I think we didn't really mention. I mean, okay, Jenkins played good side lane, yes, thank you, analysis, but he never got caught out at any point, right? None of the picks that CU Black were able to get to wrestle themselves back into either game 1 or game 2, none of them came at the expense of Fisher being overextended, of Jenkins being overextended. Varus, Ash, and Talia, the first 3 bans this time around. So Varus gonna join him on the ban table there. Say absolutely not. We liked it better when he played Jinx. We are not letting DMK back on the Varus.
Yeah, 100% there. And Jinx probably getting through here from Fisher, I would have to imagine. I would love to see this 3rd ban from CU Black be the Skarner. Man, oh man, yeah. Keel has been a monster on that Skarner. I just don't see how you deal with that champion. If you're trying to play through Saligo and trying to get this this mid laner going in such a way he could carry you against astronomical odds, with the lockdown that Skarner provides to that pick, even the Tom Kench coming through could potentially catch a ban in the 2nd round here as well, as it's worked so well for Fisher in the past.
Yeah, I'm actually I'm gonna walk something I said back here a little bit with
Walk it back.
with Boulder being on the blue side.
Yeah.
I don't know if you could just B1 the Varus also, right? You want to talk about okay, maybe we don't want to ban out the Skarner, but then Keel will just play the Rek'Sai, right? I mean, this dude is in NACL, right? He has a bit of a champion Ocean. If he's got the Skarner and the Rek'Sai, you know darn well that he's got everything else in his pocket as far as the meta picks are concerned. You want something to deal with that, right? Get yourself a Varus, right? Scale up easily into the early game, right? Pick yourself that, the Tom Kench, right? That's not going to get taken B1 or R1, R2, I don't think. I think grab yourself the Varus instead of banning it away, but that's all hindsight. And it doesn't really matter now. It was useless conversation, useless drivel from 4x4.
It is.
Because we've got 3 bans in on either side here as the Rumble gets taken away as well. And I think, again, we're going to wait until R5 probably to get Jenkins on whatever he's going to be on here, but only 1 ban here towards the top lane. A rare victory here for Jenkins' champion pool. We'll see what gets B1 here by Boulder as they choose blue side yet again.
Show us what it is, Chippy. Chippy on production today. By the way, thanks so much to them. Really good stuff. And, of course, thank you to Hawk and Grapes for having us on here, too, as we wait for that first pick. Get it through here for you. My money, Orianna.
Yeah, I can see Orianna. Give Saligo whatever the heck he wants. I wouldn't be surprised there. Again, this is the Saligo show, right? And Hawker,
sure is.
He's been all right at kind of playing with and combining with Saligo, but Keel has been first to almost every single engagement, which is... Oh.
We skipped some picks. That's
did.
okay. Hey, I tell you what, 4x4, I don't need to see those picks because with the bans, we can extrapolate what the picks are.
We can do a
bans.
little bit of we could do a little bit of deductive reasoning here.
So first 3 picks for CU Black, there's no AD carry, right? Because they banned Draven. We already got that out of the way. Nobody picked Nautilus. Awesome. Tons of information we got the reset coming through for you here. We'll get those picks up in just 1 second. I'm even going to check production chat to see if they have typed them in the chat, and the answer is no. So still very much a mystery on what we are playing in this game. Rel banned out now by Fisher, and the Ezreal ban coming through, meaning I guess the last few picks are going to be bot lanes coming through.
Yeah, bit of a rare one here. Oh, all right, here we go. We've got we've got a screenshot in the chat. All right, so we do know the draft here. Again, pre-swaps here, but yeah, the bottom lanes were chosen last in the draft. So it's actually, okay, so it will be Muffin Hawker on the Skarner. So he grabbed that B1. That is a B1 that I enjoy as well, right? I mean, you don't want to deal with the Varus. You can take it yourself. You don't want to deal with the Skarner. You can take it yourself. And that is what Hawker will be piloting. On the top side, Rebby going to be on the Ornn. Azir again for Saligo. And then B4, B5, it is Lucian Nami. But then on the other side, Jenkins got his hands on the Twisted Fate top. Twisted Fate, Rek'Sai again for Keel. And the Pocket Lux coming out from Serenok. This is one thing we didn't really mention, but Serenok, he's got his bit of, his Season 1 picks, if you will, right, with the Vhagar as well. But the Lux, he'll regularly bust that out. He's not afraid to do that. And with the series up 2-0, why the heck not? Kalista Senna on the bottom side. There we go. It's on your screen.
There you go. Coming up on the screen now. I'll click over to that. And these are our champions coming out. Don't think it's going to be Ornn Jungle, though perhaps it could be. And that might be a lot of fun. I don't think it's Twisted Fate Jungle either, but that is all very interesting. 2 lethality bot laners here for Dragonman Kim, for DMK, and for Poom. And we'll get to see those coming in for them a little bit. I'm trying to remember if you hobbed for both of these. I think pretty sure you hobbed for Kalista Hail of Blades. I don't know if that comes through for Senna, though. I think Senna might be some other thing. But
I think you're probably still going Fleet Footwork on the Senna.
Are you hobbing if you're Lucian? Is Lucian hobbing? Maybe.
I don't think he's a hobber.
He's not a hobber? Not a hobber. All right, we'll see.
Maybe one Tyler's a hobber, but I don't know if Lucian, by trade, is a hobber. But, Axe, again, I like the theory here from Boulder, right? You've got your eggs in the Saligo basket, but you've given one Tyler and Heloisia good enough tools here to play make in the early game against still tough opposition here, right? But it's short range. It's reliant on Poom hitting his W's, right? And using effectively his kind of long cooldown early spells here. If they can bait those out, if Heloisia can heal through those, then one Tyler's got to weigh in. And for me, that's good enough. If you're good enough to dream, you're good enough to start a potential 3-0 comeback. Onto the Rift we go. Facing a mountaintop. A mountaintop that is very far away from them. CU Black upset UT Dallas in the first round. trying to make their way. They made their way back to top 16 in CLOL for the first time since 2022. Muffin Hawker, the jungler, the only remaining member from that roster. Saligo, his journey's taken him to the LCS, and now it has taken him to beautiful Boulder, Colorado.
Yeah, and 4x4, we were wrong. It is Orange Jungle. Nah, I made you look, though. Yeah, you looked.
You did.
Yeah, you looked.
You did.
Gotta stay on your toes. No, it's Ornn for Revy up in the top lane there. And we got both junglers in as well. And this time it's Hawker on Skarner. I think this is so exciting. I feel like it might have been a Skarner diff for Fisher, at least in part. That might be a hot take. But at least in part, I think it was a little bit of a Skarner dip. The Skarner was huge in both of those games in terms of able to create pick pressure onto Saligo, who, of course, is trying desperately to carry CU Black at the time. They don't have that Skarner anymore, and I don't think Rek'Sai brings the same pick pressure. Brings some 4x4, but it doesn't bring quite the same. But to my mind, I feel like the Lux is a lot more dangerous than the Vicar. I feel like Fisher maybe make up the gap in terms of that pick potential from that champion.
Well, I think if nothing else on comfort, I think Serenok is feeling really good about this Lux. Our production highlighted, I don't know if intentionally, but I think it's certainly a little quirky, the Airy here from Revy. He's going to take that on the Ornn. There's one Tyler and Heloisia. Met DMK and Poom immediately in the bot lane. We got some fisticuffs going here. The Ignite goes down on a DMK. Heal goes out. Barrier goes out as well, and that might have saved DMK. Now one Tyler will get killed. First blood over to Poom. Oh, Axe, they can't catch a break.
The more things change, the more they stay the same. 4x4 Poom with the first blood coming out here. Fisher firmly in the lead. This double range bot lane is doing exactly what it wants to do. Shove this wave up under the turret. First sequence comes out. And the cannon wave's not even there yet, man. They already got control of this lane.
It was 9-0. Now it's 9-3 in terms of the CS. Good golly, Miss Molly. This is a tough one. Poom grabs himself the first kill of the game. And now one Tyler, I mean, look, the only good thing is, right, summoner spells, you've got an advantage if you're one Tyler. You are still a Lucian Nami. You've still got sustain. And Poom hasn't cashed in that first kill, right? That's still standing gold. So you've still got an option here. And especially with Hawker pathing top to bot, you've still got an opportunity to make a play here. Problem is, Keel is also pathing top to bot.
Certainly is here. Top 2 bot. You know what that means? Big 3v3 coming up at 4:15 for you. That's 1 minute on the clock. Make sure to set your alarms. You don't want to be late for this one, folks.
No, absolutely not. No, Keel making quick work of his jungle camps. Set up some tunnels here.
Come on, Keel.
Haven't seen the
Keel.
Haven't seen the Rek'Sai in a while personally as far as games that I've casted, but it's good to have this champion back on the Rift. The playmaking is so much fun. The way that she can enter fights is a blast. And Keel played this champion twice in the 2-0 over Ball State as Scuttle Prio goes over to the side of CU Black on the top side. Not just yet here. Jenkins going to be on the Twisted Fate here. We haven't really talked much about that. Taking a range matchup into Revy, into his Ornn, and you see in the CS how that has panned out so far.
Yeah, no 4:15 bot side 3v3. Looks like they went Rek'Sai hunting instead and got both Scuttle Crabs. Good stuff there for Hawker. Almost said Keel because he's so Skarner
I have almost said that a couple times as well.
Yeah, me when I Skarner, right? Hawker up top side now. Jenkins in trouble. Oh, no!
Hawker going in, but the gold card lands. Jenkins and able to dodge Q as well. Very nicely done. Jenkins trading fire nicely. Drop the ward in there as well. Pop the ghost. Get some mana back. Jenkins is cooking up in the top lane. It is his lane, and they are just ganking it.
They are just ganking it. Root goes wide bot side. DMK looking to keep up the pressure. Oh, my God. Did you see that damage one Tyler just took?
Yeah, that was a lot. And now DMK has got barrier back up, so if they want to try some shenanigans here, again, if they want to summon Keel down to the bottom lane eventually, you've got summoner advantage as well on that low cooldown spell. Keel able to dodge, actually, Oh, my goodness. Revy got the kill. Revy got the kill there onto Keel, and now Jenkins in some trouble here.
Wow.
Saligo able to roam up and get out of the lane. Going forward, doesn't have the Stream of Shuffle. He's not level 6 yet, but he doesn't need to be. Just a couple more autos will do it. And now 2 kills over to Revy here early.
Double for Revy, gonna put him up, but he's way down in CS by 30. Just saw that at the bottom of my screen. Little jump scare from the scoreboard. What's going on in the top lane? Really weird stuff. Boom taking a turret shot down bot side here. Do we think DMK dies? I think they might have the damage. The rend gonna be huge.
Yeah, no, but they've got the cannon wave coming up. If they can rip through this wave, you see, boom, dump the Q right into the wave, and Keel completely dark in that jungle, except for that one ward right there. One Tyler going forward here. Got the kill there. The last embrace came down. Tyler said, I know this might be a one-way journey, but I'm taking you with me. Gosh darn it. Flashes forward. Keel gets the Q down onto one Tyler. Here comes Hawker, trying to bail out his AD carry and will not find its mark, but just barely, and he does get the kill back over to Keel. 4-2 now. CU Black not going quietly into that good night. Serenok lurking, waiting over the wall. If he can throw a Q out and get a root down, I don't think he knew he was standing on a stealth ward. And indeed, once that is realized, he goes back to his lane.
Yeah, in fairness to Serenok there is a control ward, like, right next to the stealth ward. Honestly, really surprised that that's not within its range, so I'd probably stand there, too, if I was Serenok. But, yeah, nope, not gonna get anything out of that particular rotation, which does mean Saligo, hero of CU Black, will get a lot of time alone in the mid lane. Dodge's final spark, huge value out of that dodge. Unfortunately, he's got no way out of this one.
You know, the last embrace will land. It's a shame that Serenok doesn't have the full combo there, because if he had the final spark, Saligo was toast there.
Yeah, if he's just a little more patient, he's got this kill easy. As it stands, it's not too hard for him. Yeah, a little bit more damage down onto Saligo. But now Revy looking for Jenkins. Look at this one, 4-on-4.
He's got 2 kills and a Bomby Cinder, and he's going to make it Jenkins' problem. Oh my goodness, he got the stun off. He doesn't even have Ghost, just a fleet footwork. Got that extra little movement speed. He's got the Berserker's Greaves, preventing Revy from getting the all in there. But Muffin Hawker comes up here.
Come on, Hawker.
Get in there, buddy! Ishtal's impact doesn't even need it. It's technically a solo bolo, but it's not going to show up on the screen as such. The assist there and all but name there. Very nicely done from Hawker. Now 5-2 here for CU Black, but Axeman, the gold is still even.
Yeah, forget the predictions. I'm putting my CU Black hat on. Hell yeah, Revy, let's go, baby! Woo! That's awesome, dude. Teleport out here. Jenkins back in.
Ooh.
No, not going to be able to get Revy there. Close one.
Yeah, I was able to get the Destiny back out there, obviously, with the Twisted Fate. You've got the Global Ultimate. So you can go the Flash Ghost and stick to your opponents. Grubs going over to who else? Hawker, even in Game 2. That ended up being a bit of a slaughter, but the early objective control was there from the CU Black jungler, and now he's on the other side of the coin here. He's on the other side of this matchup. Able to get the E down there onto Jenkins with the fleet footwork, with the Ghost, waiting for that gold card to come in. Just kidding.
Got a
the
turn.
red card down there for the slow. Maybe they've got the turn there. It's a 2v1. There goes the tidal wave. Boom. Able to get forward there. The Kalista ult able to bail him out, but Tyler able to dish out enough damage there. The Ren going forward there. DMK able to rip through the Lucian. Here comes Hawker, gets the Q down. Ixtal's impact not going to land. Jenkins kiting out very nicely. It's 4 kills for the Ornn, though.
Can't believe it for Revy. He's so accelerated at this point. Everybody's going to get Ornn items much, much earlier, and that's good news for Saligo. But here's Keel.
Keel going in there. Unburrows. Still got the Void Rush should he want it here. That third charge of the Brittle proc going to land onto Keel. He's just there to kind of soak up that wave. That is a big cannon wave. He doesn't want that going to waste. DMK going to grab himself a turret plate as well. Should be the third one of the game. No, not able to finish that off just yet. Light
Dodge.
Light Binding lands. Very nicely done. There's that full combo we were looking for, but just not enough juice in the tank for Serenok to finish off Saligo with the solo bolo.
Heloise is here to heal. Maybe Saligo stays out for a little bit. Could maybe shuffle. Maybe there's a play here. Hawker's a little behind the play right now, so they'll have to wait for the reposition. Come through from the jungler. Looks like CU Black just kind of ran out of steam on the play. That's just fine. 4 kills up for Revy. Real good stuff from him. He's almost up at that first item there, too. Honestly, a lot of that difference made up in CS so far. Jenkins way up in CS. Maybe one Tyler caught out here. Root goes wide.
Root goes wide. Poom was trying to be very, very patient with that root. But last embrace did not land there.
Big plays.
Read him like a piano, going for the all-in here. Jenkins has no
Wow.
flash. He's got no ghost. The only thing I could save him is a gold card, and even then, Hawker coming up here, looking for the long-range assist. In with the Ixtal's impact. Just kidding, not quite yet. Lands a Q. There we go. Flame Jenkins got the flash back up and is able to survive.
Where were you and Revy almost solo killed Jenkins like 7 times in a row? That was wild, man. Holy cow. What's going on top lane? The TF's not working, but DMK is doing plenty of work down bot side. Look at him. How many? We got to get a count on how many plates this guy has taken this game. It's got to be double digits at this point.
Yeah, there's that 4th one for this game anyway. DMK up 20-something CS here, but 2 kills. And the static shiv there over to one Tyler. Keel going in, gets on Burrowed. There goes the Dawning Shadow over the top. Heals coming in from Heloisia. Summoner spell blown as well. Heloisia in a little bit of trouble.
Good
Cullen
stuff.
comes back out. Body blocking, but not quite enough. DMK now in a little bit of trouble here.
Revy's
Going in with the
here!
CC because Revy showed up out of nowhere. Got the TP. And Saligo gets the Shurima Shuffle there onto Serenok. Not long for this. Whoa! The big flash over the wall. And Poom gonna throw out the last embrace as well. Light Binding gonna land to boot. The
They're
soldiers
still
will
going.
not get in range of Serenok. One Tyler doesn't have the call.
Tyler's in!
Dashes in and will take a couple tower shots, but thanks to Heloisia and a flash, he will survive.
Holy cow, one Tyler pushing the pedal to the metal for this one. Every member of CU Black showing up for it. Saligo and Revy with another kill on the horn. 5-0, baby. Let's go. Count them up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is huge for CU Black. Saligo getting a piece of that one, too. And, of course, Tyler getting the kill in the back end. Really cool fight from them. They're up 10-3 and with a big lead for the first time in this series 4x4. Very exciting stuff.
Very exciting stuff on the kill score. But Jenkins here. Tyler Jenkins? I don't know where that came from. Jenkins. One Tyler and Jenkins. Yeah, that's where it came from. Anyway, shut up 4x4. He's still up 40 CS. So the gold, again, is dead even. Actually, Fisher favored here. The 3 grubs went over to CU Black. And Jenkins still going to be a menace, right? He's still going to be able to impact the map on all sides here. That Destiny is a backbreaker. You think you've got something going here, but Twisted Fate says absolutely not. He's halfway over to that static shiv. And again, this feels a little bit deja vu, Axe, man. Jenkins gets buried early, but what happens afterwards, right? So, and I think now the onus, we know what Jenkins is going to do. He's still going to be effective later. But for me, it's on Revy now, right? You got yourself 5 kills. What are we doing with it? And the TPs to accelerate that lead, that's what you want to see from the Ornn.
It really does. The Aerie putting in absolutely ungodly amounts of work there for Revy topside. First item in this game was that Sunfire Cape for him. Second item was the Malignance for Serenok. But the third item of this game is one Tyler and that static shiv down the bottom lane here. He's already halfway to his next item. We'll see that coming up in just a little bit. But yeah, this stage, CU Black, really solid gameplay so far. 6 grubs stacked up for him, no dragons. So they got unbelievable pushing power. They are technically down. Does that say 500 damage, Chippy? Holy cow, mid lane Serenok just eaten alive by one Tyler. Yeah, the Ares done 500 damage. That's wild. Thank you for showing us that. And Serenok gets deleted mid lane. Who got that kill? Was it Hawker? Hawker get that one?
One Tyler.
One Tyler picks up that one for the
Tyler
5th
got
kill.
his 5th kill of the game. Yeah, and now, all of a sudden, the burden doesn't shift as much to Revy. One Tyler able to get himself his 5th kill of the game. And again, I like the theory here from CU Black. Maybe it was a bit of overambitious to go with the Draven, right? But they banned out the Varus, and they made DMK and Poom kind of fight fire with fire here in this bottom lane, and we did get fireworks. We got a whole lot of fighting, a whole lot of blood. Tidal Wave going out here as the Destiny comes through. Heloisia trying to keep one Tyler safe. He's got a big old target on his back. Throws out the calling, but Jenkins will not die to it. He might die to something else.
Whoa!
And that something else is a Q auto. Lure going in, Revy able to get the stun, or not able to get the stun down, but kills traded back and forth as one Tyler eventually does go down. Boom and DMK starting up the Herald here. Keel in the woods to help smite it, but Hawker lurking as well. They're not going to contest it here, Axeman.
Now they're going to back off for the time being, continue trying to scale with Saligo, and keep trying to get Revy into that position where you can give an item over to the carries here, which at this point are really one Tyler. Getting that upgraded item is going to be big for him. A little little damage there. On the mid lane onto Revy from Serenok, but yeah, things come to a little bit of a slowdown as there's no neutral objectives on either side. We still see DMK pushing on the side here into Saligo. It almost looks like CU Black are trying to maneuver around the bottom side of the map for that third dragon play. Remember, that's a big fight marker for both of these teams where they really want to break the game out.
Yeah. No, I think that third dragon, that's going to tell us a lot here, right, about kind of how these competitions, they want to function. I mean, you've got, like, it's still front to back from CU Black, and that's why I like it, because, again, I think this is their formula for success, right? You've got a couple different carry conditions. Saligo's still going to be a menace in the late game on this Azir. But one Tyler right now, it's up to him to try to accelerate this lead. TP coming in here. It is Revy coming in immediately with the call of the Forge God. Boom, gets launched out of the Herald and into the waiting arms of one Tyler, who's now got 7 kills on the game. Doing his best DMK impression. Shurima shuffle in onto Keel. Gets the burrow down. Gets the stun of the knockup, onto Saligo. And that will be enough to keep him safe. But another kill for one Tyler. And this is what an accelerated Lucian can and should do here, Axe. And he's still sitting on a bunch of gold.
Certainly is. Teleport out here. And it's Saligo. First time these two players have met this far in this game. DMK maybe caught out. Revy gets this one. Remember, he's got all the gold!
It's a lot of gold, but Keel goes in with the knockup. Goes in for the Void Rush, and that will not be enough. He's unstoppable, but he is going down. Revy with his 6th kill of the game. Jenkins gets the shield there from Serenok. Hawker,
that's
in
close.
line, and that's a fantastic bubble for Heloisia. Fantastic stuff. Hawker gets the 2nd kill of the game. Still no dragon to fight for just yet. But Poom and DMK will get a tower on the other side of the rift here. It's their 3rd of the game here. Axeman, not for nothing. 3 towers to 0 for Fisher. The kills will keep coming into the pocket of CU Black, but they haven't translated it into actual map pressure.
Yeah, I think you could count the number of turrets that CU Black have taken in this series on one hand. Unfortunately, it has not been a strong point for them, but if you look at Fisher's gameplay, they're all about those turrets. No treble, and they have forced them down a number of times so far in the series. Dragon up now. It's that 3rd dragon mark we were talking about. Which team is going to come out on top? Fisher, notably, with not that much of a lead. We got, how much was that? Like 50 damage there from the first strike? Interesting stuff.
Is 50. Oh my goodness. Going into the E under the cover of darkness. And the Fate's Call as well. Bails out Poom. The heal comes out as well. That's the 2nd time now that the Fate's Call from DMK has saved Poom. Trying to get that ward down, but it will not be enough here. Now, Axeman, we're going to learn a lot about these two teams. Fisher College still up over 1,000 gold despite being down 11 kills. They are up 2 dragons, 3 towers, -6 Void Grubs, but they got that Herald as well. Boom. Trying to get the last embrace in there. Over the wall there goes the jungler, but he's wrapped up and gobbled up by Hawker. No steal on his watch. Thank you very much. The smite goes down, and that will be enough for CU Black to secure their first dragon of the game. Tidal Wave goes out. DMK has to flash away. Jenkins has the gold card. Gets the stun. That is massive. Final spark. Barely doesn't connect. So close for Serenok, but the rest of CU Black mop Fisher off the map. 3 kills for 1.
They did it 4x4. They got a turret, and it's the mid turret too. They're gonna keep looking here down the middle lane. The 2nd turret potentially going down. Big engage.
Poom gets ripped apart. Serenok gonna get gobbled up by the bubble. Heloisia with 2 huge bubbles here to swing the mid game in favor of CU Black and get them not 1, not 2. Actually, no, it is just 2 turrets, but huge. Axeman, finally, for the first time all series, they've got a serious hold on a game.
Okay, all right. Maybe your prediction is correct. Maybe 3-1. Maybe 3-1, all right?
See.
I'm not feeling good about my 3-0 all of a sudden. I haven't felt this way since game 1. Holy cow, can they really take a game off of Fisher? I'm like, I'm on the edge of my seat right now, dude. I got to be careful. I'm going to fall off on broadcast. I haven't done it yet, but it's going to happen one of these days. Revy pushing in now.
At the 35-minute mark after a Baron, so you're going to hear Axeman.
Yeah.
They did, and he's like, falls away from his mic. You just hear like, cuckoo.
You're going to hear crashing, boom, bashing, that's for sure. It is CU Black pushing in onto the objective. Baron is up for them. in a few seconds here. I don't think they take it raw at 20. I don't know if they have necessarily the damage for that, but they're going to set it up here, and they're going to start getting into a position on Summoner's Rift where they could fight over this objective.
They're looking for picks here, right? I mean, they're trying to get something going here, and Serenok just waiting for Hawker. Beautiful CC chain with the Ishtal's impact into the call of the Forge God. And just as easy as you like, that is 9 kills for one Tyler.
Holy moly, who would have thought it'd be the Lucian Nami this whole time to get this team back where it needed to go? I'll call it like it is here, 4x4. You were right about one Tyler. He just needed a chance to carry.
And he got it, and he took it, especially on the back of a disappointing Draven game in Game 2. Looked so good on this champion now, and really, he hasn't even built all that much damage, right? He's got a static shiv and an RFC. This Lucian, I still really don't think has hit its final form. This is usually when the mid Lucian's supposed to pop off. Here we go now, fighting in the choke point, just easy as you like. Fantastic tidal wave, shuffles Fisher College out of the Baron pit, and now Jenkins completely out of the fight. Here comes the TP as Fisher try to rescue victory from the jaws of defeat here. Serenok coming in. Tyler on a rampage. That's his 10th kill of the game. Huge shutdown coming in for Serenok, though. They got the Baron. No, they peeled off the Baron. But their health bars are low here, Axe. The light binding lands. Jenkins not feeling good enough to go around that vision channel and get into that jungle pocket. So they call off the Baron, Axe. I think that's a win for Fisher College. You've stopped the momentum here.
I would say so, too. You get the shutdown here onto Revy. I think that's a big goal that was on Summoner's Rift that they've taken off of it now. Also, you stop the Baron play. I don't know if CU Black should have pulled the Baron there. It's very, very early in the game, and Baron is hugely buffed this season. Even over the course of the season, it's been buffed, and it does so much damage to your team. It's so difficult to kill. That might not have been the best call. Even if they were baiting it, they took so much damage from the objective that when they finally turned onto Fisher, it just didn't seem like they had anything left in the tank to be able to win that fight.
And now all of a sudden here, Axe, you see Jenkins doing his thing in a side lane. You see the experience coming through from this dude who has played a split in the LCS and spent a ton of time on some of the best Tier 2 rosters that North America has seen. He's 0-6-3, but you wouldn't know it by the impact he's had on this game. I think he has been a huge, huge reason why Fisher College are still in this game. The RFC static shiv combo is working wonders right now for giving him pressure in these side lanes. The Ornn artifacts are coming out here, and there goes the unspoken parasite. God, it sounds like a
love it.
Whoa, incredibly metal name there for the Jack Show upgrade. But the Ornn is huge, right? And that's something that really can't be ignored. And I think, I don't know, man. Like you've got the Blade of the Ruined King and the Ginsus. That was good enough for DMK last time around, but he had 7 kills on the Varus. A longer range champion that is a little easier to pilot, but the Callista is going to be tougher burden of execution here. Revy, pop the call of the Forge God. Not even too worried about getting the R2 down, really. Once Keel came over the wall, he said, nope, I don't win these.
Yeah, you don't win these, but unfortunately for Keel, that does mean we could rip this Baron. Let's go, CU Black!
Waste his time, 2024. That's exactly what CU Black are doing. Here comes the TP. Double TP here as the Destiny comes out here from Jenkins. Looking to get in there with the gold card. Gets the stun down onto the jungler and just rips him apart. Heloisia is ripped off the map, but the Baron does go over to Hawker. That's a Gen G Baron buff onto CU Black. But how many members will be alive to use it? It won't be Revy as Gosh Shore gets ripped apart by the double marksman comp in the bottom lane. Jenkins, no health, no problem. Gets the stun down, the light binding as well. Serenok, phenomenal on this pocket launch, drops the Lucent Singularity to dissuade anything further. Saligo couldn't get in to make an impact on that fight. And now over to the Dragon they go. Third one of the game for Fisher.
Holy cow, 4x4. CU Black, they get the Gen G power play. I can't believe it. Third Dragon maybe going down here to Fisher, but that's just fine for CU Black. They're back on the map, and they're going to get a bunch of gold off of this play. They're already up 2K. They'll be moving up a little bit more here. One Tyler being the backbone of this team has made huge difference for them. And Revy almost here at level 14, going to be able to upgrade his item into Blade of the Edgefinity. Sure, whatever that one is. The Infinity Edge upgrade, something like that.
Yeah, I think it's like... No, I'm not even going to try to guess. No. That's
Edge of Blade Infinity.
Edge of Blade Infinity, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's that one until we figure out exactly what it is. But now this Lucian's going to start to really, really rip. I mean, scaling-wise, this is kind of where Lucian falls off. But this third item is massive, right? I mean, those first 2 items are utility, right? You get the empowered autos. You are able to move around a little bit quicker, right? And you saw, I mean, with the high base damage that Lucian has, especially with the synergy with the Nami, right? It's a tale as old as time. But now, every single bullet is going to hit just that little bit harder. That culling is going to be able to 100 to 0 the squishier members of this team. With that Baron buff, able to group up, get into a side lane. The last embrace does land there onto Hawker, but it doesn't matter. Muffin Hawker able to stay alive, and the Azir tower goes up. It's not Edge of Critfinity or whatever you were saying, Axe. It's Edge of Finality. Close.
Gotcha.
I like your name better, though.
Yeah, Blade of Edgefinity. Yeah, I think it would have been pretty cool too. Edge of Finality is it's okay. I mean, I think they could have done better.
It's aight. It gets a job.
Yeah, one Tyler. He's pushing for the damage. Dodges the root so close here. Has the ult
in here. There goes the Dawning Shadow over the top. Oh my goodness, what a gutsy TP from Jenkins. He gets ripped into, but he's able to get away as the last embrace comes down. Boom, in some trouble. Boom. Revy gets the kill. One time kill. Axeman, CU Black get a huge fight. And a huge win. Fisher College, they swung for the fences there. Jenkins with the big TP, and it wasn't enough. The Grubbies and all 5 members of the Buffaloes are marching into the base unless they've got a miracle in them here. It looks like we're going to a game 4. Let's see what Serenok can do, though. Jenkins, if he can land another gold card, gets a little mana back on the blue card instead. Gets the final spark out, but dives there by Saligo. He flashes away. To game 4 we go.
Holy cow, the undisputed kings of underdog victories here in CLOL. Holy moly. CU Black out of this world performance, and you were correct, and the rest of the broadcast team was too. There will be a 4-game series.
I'm more correct than you, but I'm not correct just yet. We could both be wrong by the end of this. It ain't over.
Yeah, we'll have to see if they put up another game like that. They could take us all the way to 5 games, somewhere no one expected us to go. And honestly, after that last game, it could happen, dude. Like, we're within arm's reach of something truly incredible happening for CU Black. They can do it, man. If one Tyler runs this back and has another performance like that, it could be incredible.
It's going to be very, very interesting to see the draft adaptations. We're getting word from production. 1,213 area damage. That's
a lot of damage.
Now that's pod racing. That's good stuff. That is legal
yeah.
Legos. That is what you love to see. We're going to take it to a quick break. When we come back, we'll have a little more for you on this series. We'll talk about what we want to see from both these teams. CU Black making it a series. They're down 2-1. Game 4 when we come back.